Hello, this is Tracy Davison, and I'm in Laos. Today is June 15, 2015, and we have a very special interview today. Let me introduce my guests. We'll start with Dan Lutz, who you've met before in our breaking news story last week. He was here in Laos for about 2 weeks ago, and he met with M1 to his right, and to the right of M1 is Annie Forrest, and she is the World Prime Minister of Finance and Banking. So, let's go ahead and begin our interview. My first question for you is, are you M1?
Yes.
Okay, and for the purpose of this interview, may I refer to you as M1? Okay, thank you very much. So, news is spreading virally about payments 1 through 11, which was part of the breaking news story we rolled out last week. And I want to ask you questions for the public consumption. Is that okay? Okay, very good. First question. What is payments 1 through 11?
Declaration of transaction for support all the countries and to the people.
So it's a transaction to cover
All the countries and all the people.
So this covers all the countries and all the people. And specifically, what does that cover for the countries and people?
To the countries, basically the new quotas.
The new
Quotas.
So new quotas.
Yes.
So each country will receive a quota amount. How much is that amount per country?
138 trillions US dollars.
That's 138 trillion set aside for each country.
No, that quota is for them to print their own new currencies.
Yes. Identical.
Okay. So that covers, this would be asset-based money, right? The new money that gets printed would be asset-based, okay? And then what else does the payments 1 through 11 cover?
Covered by 1 trillion principle as the new situation.
So the principal is 1
Quintillion.
Quintillion. 1 quintillion. So 1 quintillion is a very large number.
18 zeros.
It's 18 zeros. You go million, billion, trillion, quadrillion, quintillion, right? Quintillion. So that's 18 zeros behind the 1. And that's what's being set aside for the new economy. There's 1 quintillion. Okay. What else does payments 1 through 11 cover?
Payment 1 to 11 principle 230 or what trillions US dollars.
So it's 234
What trillions
quadrillion in US dollars.
US dollars.
And that covers, what's that for? That part?
Payment 1.
Oh, payment 1 through, oh, I see, okay.
That's the total.
So payment 1 through 11 is covered in the 234 quadrillion, while the new economy will have 1 quintillion. Okay, so all these payments are done. It seems to me that the payments 1 through 11, that pays off all debt,
Yes.
right? Does it matter what kind of debt it is? Can it be, will cover country debt? Okay, so it covers all debts, corporate, personal. If I owe my friend money, will it
Yes.
cover that? Okay.
Including all the instruments.
Okay, so any debt.
And that's actually why it came to you, was because of bonds. There's a whole bond program to work wanting to redeem bonds, and that will be covered.
Yes, that is on behalf of debts.
All debts.
Plus prepaid allocation.
And so this is covering the face value of the debt, right? It's whatever's owed, right? Okay. So it's not discounted. Okay, so all debts are paid off, not discounted. Everything is paid off in full and under
That'll make everyone very happy people.
That's a lot. And then also there's a part that you refer to as the human obligation. right? Let's talk about that. How much is allocated per human being on planet Earth under the human obligation?
To the human obligation principle, 6 million.
6 million.
Yeah.
So 6 million, the value of 6 million USD
Yes.
allocated for every man, woman, and child on planet Earth today, which is over 7 billion of us on planet Earth today. So you can do the math. That's a big number too. But certainly the 234 quadrillion is larger than all of those numbers put together. And the new economy with 1 quintillion is even bigger. So that's an amazing answer. That's your answer for payments 1 through 11. What is payments 1 through 11? You just got the answer. You just heard from M1 himself. Okay, so in addition to the allocation of 6 million per individual, there's also a monthly payment going out to make sure, well, this is going to end hunger, this monthly payment, right? How can you be hungry if you have money to buy food, right? There's plenty of food. And so what is that amount? Is it different from each country? Is my understanding correct that it may be different depending on what country, or is it the same amount per individual?
Equal people.
It's the equal principle. So I think it's broken down by adult and child, right?
Yes.
How much is the amount for
Student
each
in
adult?
general.
Student in
Student
general.
in general.
Student, child, student,
Yes.
600.
600.
Okay, so student child would be 600.
To the general people or one person, $200 per month.
Okay.
So 1,200 per adult.
So it's 1,200 per adult and 600 per student child.
Yes.
So does that include someone that's not a student, like a child that's under 4?
Yes.
It would also still be 600? So for any child? Okay. Well, that should cover any household, anywhere in the world, even if you live in the U.S. where things are a little more expensive. So, and then also the payments 1 through 11 cover the construction of new cities.
That's right, yes.
Which would be in all countries, these new cities. And these new cities is referred to as the Venus Project. Is that correct? Okay. So very, very exciting. Jack Fresco is the architect behind the idea of the Venus cities. It's just a new green, modern type. It takes advantage of the technologies that are available today for the cities, so they're more efficient cities and would be symbols, is what I understand. Is that correct? So it's a symbol of that the world has made a leap ahead in a positive way. And with that, that's a wrap.